Hello, dear viewers. I am gonna summarize the whole book Rich Dad and Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Let's start it. Basically, Robert Kiyosaki grew up with two father figures who held vastly different beliefs about money, success, and wealth. His biological father, whom he calls Poor Dad, was a highly educated government employee, a hard-working man who believed in job security, a stable income, and traditional education as the key to success. On the other hand, his best friend's father, Rich Dad, was a self-made entrepreneur with little formal education but a deep understanding of finance, investment, and wealth building. As a young boy, Kiyosaki found himself torn between these two contrasting perspectives. Poor Dad constantly advised him to study hard, get good grades, and secure a well-paying job. Rich Dad, however, encouraged him to seek financial knowledge, invest wisely, and build businesses instead of depending on a paycheck. One day, Kiyosaki and his best friend Mike expressed their desire to become rich. Poor Dad told them to study hard and aim for a stable career, but Rich Dad had a different approach. He offered them a lesson instead of a lecture. He made them work at one of his small stores for low pay, observing their reactions. After some time, he asked if they had learned anything. Frustrated, Kiyosaki said they felt exploited. Rich Dad then revealed his first lesson. Most people work for money, but the rich make money work for them. He explained that most people fall into the rat race, where they work tirelessly for wages, only to spend them on things that take money out of their pocket. Instead, he urged the boys to think beyond a paycheck and develop financial intelligence. As Kiyosaki grew older, he noticed a pattern. Poor Dad, despite being well educated and earning a good salary, constantly struggled financially. He always seemed to be burdened by bills, taxes, and debt. Rich Dad, however, built wealth through businesses, investments, and real estate. One day, Rich Dad asked Kiyosaki a simple but life-changing question. Do you know the difference between an asset and a liability? Kiyosaki admitted he didn't. Rich Dad then explained. Assets are things that put money into your pocket, such as rental properties, stocks, and businesses. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, such as loans, mortgages, and unnecessary expenses. Most people, he said, mistakenly believe that their home is an asset. In reality, if a house requires a mortgage payment but doesn't generate income, it's a liability. The rich focus on buying assets that generate income, while the poor and middle class accumulate liabilities that drain their wealth. Rich Dad often stressed that financial success isn't just about numbers, it's about mindset. He noticed that fear and emotions control many people when it comes to money. Most people fear losing money, which prevents them from taking risks or learning about investing. Poor Dad was an example of this. He always emphasized job security, pensions, and benefits, fearing financial instability. Rich Dad, on the other hand, welcomed challenges and saw opportunities where others saw risk. Rich Dad explained that there are 5 major obstacles that prevent people from becoming wealthy. 1. Fear of losing money prevents people from investing. 2. Negative thinking stops people from seeing opportunities. 3. People make excuses instead of finding solutions. 4. Poor financial habits, like spending before saving, keep people in debt. 5. Some people refuse to learn, thinking they already know enough. To become wealthy, one must conquer these fears and develop financial intelligence. Kiyosaki realized that his poor dad always worked for money, while Rich Dad built systems that generated money for him. Rich Dad taught him the importance of creating multiple streams of income. Instead of relying on a salary, he encouraged building businesses, investing in real estate, and leveraging the power of the stock market. He also introduced Kiyosaki to the advantages of corporations. While employees pay taxes before they even see their earnings, the rich use corporations and tax laws to legally minimize taxes. Corporations allow them to Deduct expenses before paying taxes. Use pre-tax income for investments. Protect assets and wealth legally. Kiyosaki learned that financial success wasn't just about making money, it was about how to keep and grow money efficiently. Another crucial lesson Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki was, work to learn, don't work for money. He explained that too many people choose jobs based on salary instead of the skills they can gain. To become truly rich, one must develop multiple skills, such as sales and communication, to persuade and negotiate, leadership and management, to run a business, investing and accounting, to grow wealth. Kiyosaki took this lesson to heart. Instead of looking for a high-paying job, he worked in sales to develop his communication skills and later ventured into business and investing. As he grew older, Kiyosaki saw how people remained stuck in the cycle of earning, spending, and debt. His poor dad, like many middle-class workers, spent his entire life working hard, but financial freedom remained out of reach. Rich Dad, however, retired early because he had built a strong portfolio of assets that continued to generate income. Kiyosaki realized that the key to escaping the rat race was financial education and action. He began investing in real estate, stocks, and businesses, applying Rich Dad's principles. Over time, he achieved financial freedom, not because he earned a high salary, but because his assets produced enough passive income to cover his expenses. As Kiyosaki reflected on the teachings of both his fathers, he understood the fundamental differences between them. Poor Dad believed in job security. Rich Dad believed in financial independence. Poor Dad saw wealth as risky. Rich Dad saw it as a learning opportunity. Poor Dad focused on earning. Rich Dad focused on investing. The book closes with practical advice for readers who want to start their own journey to financial freedom. 1. Your motivation must be bigger than money itself. 2. Read books, attend seminars, and learn from mentors. 3. Start investing, even in small ways. 4. Learn from those who have already achieved success. 5. Don't be afraid to take risks, but always calculate them wisely. Through his experiences with Rich Dad and Poor Dad, Kiyosaki learned that wealth isn't about how much money you make. It's about how you manage, invest, and grow it. He realized that financial freedom is possible for anyone willing to think differently, take control of their finances, and build assets instead of liabilities. This book is more than just a guide to wealth. It's a philosophy that challenges traditional beliefs about money and success. By applying its principles, anyone can break free from financial struggle and achieve true wealth and independence. If you enjoyed this